in the unbounded, absolute, infinite, divine vacuum. It's a repetition where Baba says that in that everything, except for the infinity of the infinitude, everything was there, but it was latent, it was unmanifest. And in that everything, there was also the nothing. So here nothing also takes the importance, because at the creation point, what comes out of the nothing is the nothingness of the nothing, which is oozing out from that Om point or creation point and goes on expanding ad infinitum. And why is it expanding ad infinitum? Is because this nothing is co-joined with the everything. And since everything is infinite, this nothing which produces the nothingness, which is nothing but creation, is also infinite. The only difference between the two infinity is that in the original one, there is the infinity of oneness. It is infinite in its unitary, Advait. In the infinity of the illusion, that infinity is of manyness. I hope I am making myself clear. So that we'll come to that, but okay. So this much is clear.
All this that is latent in the infinitude could only have the scope of manifestation in state 2 of God, which may be said to differ from state 1 only in this respect of having this infinite scope of manifestation of all that is infinite.
As the everything. The infinitude of God is the everything, in which there is latency, and that whatever is latent is of the nothing.
Consequently, the infinite original whim of God
will happen, everything will be happening in state 2 of God only.
And when it surged, it did so uniformly in the infinitude of God. But when the whim surged, the insurge of this whim could never be experienced by God in his infinitely most independent beyond state 1. It was experienced by God eternally.
Beyond state 1. Because that is like sound sleep state. When we go into sound sleep, we are in the beyond state of God. Parak par Brahma state. No experience at all. So God could not experience this. It was experienced by God eternally in the most original beyond state only through the infinite aspect of his state 2 as God in the beyond state. So everything that is, if at all you call it happening or experiencing, it starts from the beyond state of God, which is state 2 of God, and not in state 1, which is the beyond state of God.
Hence, the infinite insurge of the infinite original whim and its consequent infinite repercussions are in reality effected in state 2 of God in the beyond state.
No need to explain. Go ahead.
At the instant when the infinite original whim surged and God had the infinite original urge to know as who am I, the infinite uniformity of the infinite insurge of the whim spontaneously made manifest both the latent infinite consciousness and the latent infinite unconsciousness of God simultaneously in the original beyond state of God, who is nevertheless eternally in the most original beyond state.
So, when this urge or who am I, the hooky or the lahar or the whim emerged simultaneously. Now this again is something which you cannot understand with our limited mind. What came out was that which was latent in the most original state, infinite consciousness and infinite unconsciousness, both simultaneous.
It is only to be realized on realizing the
Because elsewhere Baba says